Hi guys, this is Jessica from the Friday Zone, and we're here at Angel Mounds in Evansville, Indiana. Let's go check it out. Hi guys, this is Jessica, and we're at Angel Mounds today. I'm here with my good friend.
Mike Linderman.
And you are, what's your role here?
I am the site director at Angel Mounds.
And what is Angel Mounds, for those of us that don't know?
It is one of the largest archaeological sites in the state of Indiana. It was a Mississippian community, which was a culture that existed here between about 1000 and 1450. By that time, they pretty well abandoned the place.
Okay.
And about 1,000 people lived here at any one time. The mounds are actually man-made. This mound was built using sod blocks. They basically made bricks from the soil, brought them over here and stacked them up. And it took them about 10 years to build this one. This is the largest one on the property. It's 600 feet long, 400 feet wide, and about 50 feet high.
Oh, wow. And how many mounds are on this property?
There were 11 mounds here.
There are 11 mounds, and they're all accessible to visitors to the park.
Yes.
So what was the purpose of the mounds? Like, how are they used, and were they all used the same way?
Most of the mounds were to elevate elite people here on the properties, and so I tell people they're like the mansions here on the site.
Yeah.
So the bigger the mansion you had, the more money or more power you had. One mound was set aside for a temple, which would have been for priests and things like that, but the rest of them were status symbols.
Okay, and since we're at Mound A here, what was Mound A used for?
This is where the chief would have lived.
The chief lived here.
He would have lived on this, and then people would have come up here for ceremonies and things like that as well.
So I see there's some other cool things around this park. Do you mind showing us around?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right. Okay, guys, so we've made it into the village, or the East Village, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so where are we now? What kind of house is this?
This is basically a typical version of what they would have had here on the property, except we're not finished with this one. It should have mud walls on it, and that'll be the last step in the process of that. But they would have used river thatch or river cane to make the roofs and weave into the walls, and like I said, they would plaster everything with mud. Sometimes they would even paint the mud walls.
Well, it's okay if we go inside and check it out real quick?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. Let's go, guys. So how many people typically lived in a space like this?
It's kind of hard to tell. There's probably the core family of a mother, father, maybe 2 kids. But you also had probably grandparents living in here as well. And sometimes when someone would die, you were buried in the floor of your home.
Oh, wow.
And the house would be burned down and the new house would be built on top of it.
Okay, so on the other side of the village is this really cool looking wall. What was this used for?
The original wall was 1.5 miles long. It went all the way around the outer perimeter of the village site. And it was to defend this property against invaders coming in, we believe, from the north.
And this would typically have been made not of concrete that we see here.
Yeah, this was built in 1971. The original wall would have been built just like the houses. It would have had larger logs and been woven and then covered in mud.
Hey guys, we made it inside the museum, also known as the Interpretive Center. So what are we looking at back here?
This is kind of a slice of what life would have been like here on the village site. There's different types of houses. We have a winter house, we have a summer house. Oh. We have copies of the stockade wall, so you know what it looked like with the platforms in there. And we also discussed what the artifacts, what they originally would have been used for. And there's a lot of artifacts on display here in the building as well. What we say the cream of the crop of the artifacts. There's about 2.5 million artifacts that have been taken off of the Angel Mounds site. So what you see here, you know, is the best of the best.
Well, thanks for visiting, guys. We had a great time at Angel Mounds State Park in Evansville, Indiana. If you want to come out and check it out, they're open year-round. Until next time, I'm Jessica, and Queen of the Mounds.